Well, welcome back to Cougar Chronicle. I am so excited.
I have been waiting for this guest.
I know.
We've been talking about this offline for months.
And
to finally get this person in, I am so
want to do the whole interview, so you just sit there and.
I just, okay. Can I sing? Can I sing to her? I don't know.
Well, I have to tell you.
We've got Mrs. Sandy Nelson, who does a couple of different things, but we've got her here today to talk fine arts theater.
We do, but I have to acknowledge her incredible work as a social studies teacher. And selfishly, because you taught my son his all-time favorite teacher. You advocated for him, you taught him, and you loved him as a student, as a young person, and you made him really help shape the person he is.
Thank you for saying that.
So she's, I'm going to make myself teary.
See, are you sure you're going to be able to do the interview now? You just took over here a second ago as we go through. But so excited, so excited. Now, I will tell you selfishly, we haven't had a chance to talk a lot about background and things like that, but coming up through my administrative kind of cutting my teeth, I was directly responsible for fine arts, was one of my areas. So, yes, and so fine arts has one of the most special places in my heart, because what I got to see were young men and women that didn't get the Friday Night Lights kind of thing, but had a chance to step into their own world and demonstrate their talents, be it in ceramics or art or band or chorus or theater. And so I love it. And musicals, here's peeling back the layers. So musicals are a huge deal to me. My wife in Missouri, in St. Louis, they have what they call the Municipal Theater, and it was built in the last World's Fair. And so we had season tickets. So I got to see Little Shop of Horrors and Rent and Jersey Boys and the Carole King story and all this stuff. And one of the things that we got to see on the stage there last summer was Beauty and the Beast. And so it was unbelievable. So I just had to get you here that we could talk about the great things.
It was amazing.
So what?
Thank you. It was amazing.
First of all, let's dispel this myth, because I got to get this, because I don't want my mom said to never be a liar. My understanding is that the license for Beauty and the Beast was coming to an end. Accurate?
Accurate.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
You were right.
There we go.
He told me. I didn't believe him.
I'm sure eventually it will be back on for licensure, but at this point, amateur theaters cannot license.
So what does that mean? You just can't do the play anymore?
They won't offer you a license to perform that show. I believe it's going back on Broadway, and that's why they're taking the license off for a little while.
So, which is amazing. So we've got that. So much work I know goes in to that production, but how much fun? I mean, just talk about the journey. What is from here's what we're going to do to the last curtain call.
And so quickly you did it.
What does that life look like for you?
So typically every June I do a reveal for the juniors all the way through the incoming 9th graders. So the 8th graders are invited up for a reveal. And so we revealed in June that we were doing Beauty and the Beast, that we just received the license for that. And the kids were, I think, excited and also kind of curious we were doing a Disney show. Auditions are at the end of August before school starts, so that process starts right away. Over the summer, we had my tech director and my student tech designer design the set for Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, wow.
So Tristan Jordan was responsible for designing the set. He spent hours and hours and hours coming up with the castle designs and reworking how that was going to be built and how we could use the castle on stage as a stable set piece and not have to remove it every time.
Okay.
So that was a challenge. But it was great. He worked through all that. I just approved it, and he went on with his design. Once we had a cast list and we started rehearsals start right away, and we usually rehearse 5-6 days a week, and as we get closer to the show, it's 7 days a week that we're rehearsing.
Wow, that's a lot.
The amount of time they're putting in.
And it was clear, the outcome. I mean, it was one of the best performances.
Thank you. The acting piece is just one element. I mean, you have music rehearsals. They've got to learn all the music. Then they have the tech days where they have to build set. Then we have costume fittings. And I mean, it's just, it's a lot. And then towards the end, when you bring in the pit band, so we have a professional pit band that comes and plays for us, then the kids have to not only go from practicing with me, but taking from a rehearsal track to an actual band who's following their music.
Okay.
So that's also, an adjustment during Tech Week. Tech Week is extremely fun and extremely stressful. And it's really hard. Once we get to the opening night, it's really hard to believe that it's almost over. I never want it to end when we get that far in, and then we have a wonderful weekend of shows, and then we strike everything the same night. The last night of the show, we strike, and it's a clear stage for the next Monday.
You must be so tired, though. I was wondering how you do the strikes at the end of the last show.
Well, we had 30 performers and 20 techies that were involved in the show. So we had 50 students, a total of 35 individuals. So we had 15 adults that were part of the production. And so there were 65 of us striking set. And we did it in teams. It does take a long time, but it's well worth it.
Now, I remember when you took this position over. Can you tell us how long ago that was and how you felt going into it?
My first show was 2011, springtime, and we did Take 5, which was a one-act comedy, and it was a senior show. So the only people that were part of that show were all seniors. That tradition still continues. So we currently are working on our senior show right now for this year. But then the following fall, I started, fall of 2011, I did Footloose. It was my very first musical on stage.
It's wonderful. Gosh. It was wonderful. It really was.
Missed out on all these great things.
Oh, well, that's okay.
We had great plays. We had great plays and musicals in Missouri.
Absolutely.
I won't get you wrong, but just the depth of the talent that I saw, that's the thing that just blew me away.
They are so...
Commitment.
It's the kids. I mean, I will praise them. I'm impressed by them. They're professional. I just love the kids, and they're the talent. They're the show.
Yes.
Do you hear what she just said? She just loves the kids.
Yes.
This is the spirit you bring to your classroom, to the theater. It's Sandy. You're amazing. Really.
Unbelievable stuff. Is there, and as you look back, is the current production, is that always the favorite, or is there one that sticks out?
It seems
it's
like
like
that.
it gets bigger. You don't want no pressure because I'm sure your kids are watching. But
I mean, yes, that happens every year. I'm like, oh, this is my favorite. No, this one's my favorite. So each time it's a different group of students, a different love of theater, a different presentation, and it's just amazing every time. And so it's really hard to compare. You got Mamma Mia with a rock band, and then you've got Disney with Beauty and the Beast. How do you compare?
Right.
They're all very different.
42nd Street was a unbelievable dance show. So they're just different, and they're all amazing.
Do you have I'm curious to know if you had the ability and the resources, and you could pick any musical. Put you on the spot. Which one would it be?
I've already done my absolute favorite musical was Anything Goes. They have since changed the script a little bit, so it would be a little bit of a different show. But that was my favorite script show. But every year, these group of students are my favorite. I'm working with them. I love them. My day from, in the day when I see them in school all the way till 8, 9 o'clock at night when we're rehearsing, I love them. I don't want to be anywhere else but in the auditorium.
That's amazing. Do you hear that?
That's what carries through. But
Yes.
again, this is pervasive within the district as we look at those kind of things.
It really is.
It's just
systemic.
I can't. It has always been fun. That night was so much fun. My understanding is that we had huge ticket sales. Were the records broken that
We had
weekend?
2 nights that were sold out, and the other 2 had 400 plus attendees.
Okay.
And so we're upwards of 1,600 plus community members came to see the show.
I remember thinking that I might not be able to get them because I waited, and I literally called her on her private cell phone and said, Sandy, can you get me 2 tickets?
Trying to work backstage passes or something off of you. Yeah.
And it was incredible, the response, and it was a mob scene. It was wonderful.
So fun.
Well, after picking, I thought, so when I got on and was able to pick seats and got up close, but I will transparently tell you that as much as I enjoyed the show, where I sat was not conducive for a 325-pound person. But I do know now, speaking of where that second tier, so we've got better location.
Right.
But that's the other thing too, is we've got such great facilities to host these kind of things.
Beautiful auditorium, great. And have we had some changes?
We have had additional LED colored lights on stage. We have a new scrim that's we used for Beauty and the Beast, where it's center stage, it's black, it comes down in the middle. Then we had those projections on the screen, and then the scrim goes away and the castle comes out. So that's
I think that's
brand
what I was
new.
referring to. Yeah, they're new, and it really was magnificent. You know, really just seeing it, you know, on stage.
That is the first time we use projections. We've never done that before.
Really?
So, and I loved them. They were animated and fun to work with.
Well, and it was just, again, it's just the quality of those kind of productions, and that's kind of the thing. Is that I feel like, even though I've come, you know, I'm at the latest one, which is the favorite, but it's always been this. But it's this. I can see the evolution in just the conversations with the kids, and as they look at those things, and those are the kind of memories that kids come back and they look at, and that's, I'm sure you've got former students, alumni going, I remember when.
Yes. Yep. Every year we do an end of the year ceremony or celebration, and it's called our CAGs, which is Kearsarge Actors Guild Awards. So it's kind of like the Oscars.
I love that.
So the alumni come back. They're the ones that present all of the CAGs as my alumni, and they come a little bit early before all this. The current students, and then we can hear all the, I remember when, and this was my favorite show, and it's really fun to celebrate, to have the alumni celebrate the students who are going through it right now.
So tell us more about the senior shows, and kind of from there, what else is going to be happening within the theater programs?
Okay, we have an all-senior show. The all-senior show is directed, acted, performed, curtain, tech, lights, sound, all by seniors, seniors alone.
Okay, very cool.
Cool.
Yes, this show this year is called Check Please, and it's being directed by Calvin Smith, who is a senior. Then we also have a one-act show directed by Emma Garrity called How to Get Away with a Murder Mystery. This is a comedy, one-act comedy. And then I will also be directing a show called In the Forest of the Night, and this is an exhibition show, which is our group that travels, and we go, we'll be performing at Merrimack High School in March for the New Hampshire Educational Theater Guild Festival.
Wow. Open to the public?
Open to the public.
Okay.
Awesome. We'll have things like that. A lot of things going on within the department. Unbelievable.
Well, you know, I know. We have 1 minute left.
I have 1 minute. In the last minute, I want to just take a moment and just thank you for all the great stuff that you're doing, and how impressed I am, not only with the work that your kids are doing, but with what you do as a person,
every
and as
single
an educator. And to you, I want to give you the superintendent pin, the first one on live camera.
Oh, he's never done this
present to you
before.
as a chance to do that, just to
that's
honor all the great
wonderful.
work that you have done
Sandy.
and that you do every day.
Well deserved.
And so I could not be more pleased and proud to be on a team with somebody that I am with you, Sandy Nelson. So thank you.
Thank you so much. This is amazing.
You think I mean, really, it's
Thank you.
Oh, we're so happy. Oh, that's wonderful.
We got great people, and we got a chance to do those things, and so we honor those things, and so we have those moments to do it. And,
we do.
You know, the goal is for every single
he's never
member of our
done.
staff
I know.
to do that.
I can't believe
you're
you
the
gave
third
your
teacher to get that.
Yeah, but the first
one on camera. So
and yeah.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting for the moment.
Oh, that is so
thank you for being here.
Thank you.
for all you do for our
Sandy,
kids.
for all you do. Yeah,
Thank
your
you for
words
having me.
resonate with us. Yeah.
So much fun.
And maybe you'll come back.
I can't wait till June. I want to be in the room when they announce.
I know. That's just going to ask.
Well, I will let you know.
Please,
Thank you so much for all you do. I can't hug you from afar. But
I
You'll
appreciate
get that
it.
after
Thank
the
you
segment,
so
I'm
much.
sure.
Yes,
Hugs will be
thank
had
you.
after we get through from here.
Oh, I know. I mean, you know, it's so grateful.
We got great people.
Grateful
and
for all
they
you
do great things with our kids.
They really do.
And again, we're telling great stories, and we want people to know all the wonderful things that happen every day, because it's important they know.
Absolutely. Well, stay with us. More to come on Cougar Chronicle.
See ya.